All right, lads, bring it in. I just want to say, welcome to the new faces joining us. Today marks the first step in their journey to becoming a regular on this squad. Welcome. All right, enough of that. On with you.
And the substitution will occur now. And they'll be happy to have regained possession. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Timmy Abai! Lack of guile with regard. And the referee brings... Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Little. Lucas Torreira now. Little. Kerem Demirbay. And winning it back. Really determined play to hang on to it. High pressing at its best. Cham. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. But they took care of the situation defensively. Well, big news concerning Chelsea on the transfer front. Their fans delighted that they've got their man, Stuart.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Oh, what a top-notch pass. Has eyes for goal. Determined defending. Nelson. Wilfried Zaha. Here's Icardi. Demirbay. Zaha. And the cross into the middle. Who's going to win this joust? It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident, and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, here it is again, and what a perfect cross into the box this is. Just inviting someone to attack it, but from a defensive point of view, it's not good enough. They stop marking in the box and don't close the scorer down. That's just poor defending. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They're bossing the game now.
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here. Cham. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Kerem Demirbay. Chance to do damage. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well, not giving him any breathing room. Fofana. And now Soner Aidodu. Well, good use of the ball. That's really good and effective physical play. He's going forward well here. Dangerous ball. And he did what he had to do defensively. Torreira. Take it away. 10 minutes to go. Zaha. Sanchez. And whipped into the box. Oh, he saved it well. And intercepting it. Torreira. Zaha. Now with Demirbay. Demirbay! Goalkeeper getting in the way. Superb save. And they're making a change. Prompt defensive action called for. Icardi. Icardi! Oh, so near, off the post. Well, able to survive that attacking push. Nelson. Lucas Torreira now. Well, a struggle for Galatasaray to keep possession here. Breaking at pace. And Little. Zaha. Oh, good vision there. It should be. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. And keeping hold of the ball. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Yeah, it was a good result. They played well and they're now up and running. That's just what they wanted.
Zaha. And the cross into the middle. Who's going to win this joust? It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident and not giving the opposition much of a look in. Demirbay. Goalkeeper getting in the way. Superb save. And they're making a change. Zaha. A good vision there. It should be. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence. And a substitution in the offing. Kaan. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Well, using the space really well, but now can they push on? Shielding the ball superbly. Your Aka. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. In position here to protect the ball. Pretty routine there for the goalkeeper. Torreira. Well, I should think Arsenal fans are in a pretty good mood following this news. The contract situation ironed out, and he might be in action pretty soon, Stuart.
Well, at around £45 million, I think they've paid just the right sort of figure for him, because on his day, he can be a top-class player. I just hope he proves me right.
Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation. It needs an accurate cross. Decides to shoot. Wonderful block. Body in the way again. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. A good effective pressure high up the pitch. Mane. Well, it's attractive football, but they need effective football. They need a goal. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Just 15 minutes remaining. And all the way through it goes to the goalkeeper. Jivelek. And the perfect position to read it. Icardi. Now can they counter clinically? And that's very intelligent play to win back possession. Carini. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Plenty of support here. Firing it towards goal! Well, the keeper made the save pretty easily in the end. Ramazan Jivelek. Carini. And the ball with Hassan Ali Kalderim. Well, the seconds are ticking away and the home side in control. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Well, they've been much the better side up to now. Some of their approach play has been excellent. They just need to control possession for these final few minutes to cap off a really good display.
No-nonsense clearance. And playing it through. Well, giving the ball away. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Well, time just challenged magnificently. Well, the referee trying to play advantage there, but it wasn't forthcoming. Substitution time it is here. Well, that one has promise. Oh, he's lost possession. Demi Bay. And it's opening up. Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up. Demi Bay. Oh, might be. Still a chance. And they can't quite take advantage in the end. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the home team. No And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Well, it's a pretty low line at the moment. Shielding the ball superbly. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Well, no surprise to see him go for goal, but a routine save in the end. And Galatasaray come away with it. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
He's driven in the corner. And knocked out of there. And he's hit it with authority. Sloppy from Aurier. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded,
he's through a goal here, Derek.
And what a magical save it was! So a personnel change then. And over comes the corner. Oh, and it goes at long last! Deadlock broken. Will that be the one that gives them the win?
Well, here it is again, and you have to say it's the perfect delivery into the danger area, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw-in to come. Now in a more than decent position. He fancies it. Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. Trying to deliver it accurately. And the keeper getting across to stop it. Sound piece of defending. Mauro Icardi here. Papi Giloboggi. And Nizza has it. Monteiro. Denis Draguš. And Maxime with it. And making the move to the inside. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. How about the cross? Well, full marks to him for that header, but the goalkeeper did his job. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. But no one latched onto it. An awful lot of green space to run into. And he's broken free. Unable to put the seal on victory.
Well, what a chance, Derek. That was the game right there.
Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Alexandru Maxime. Gradel has it. Well, no time to waste. Can they find an equaliser? And a fine cross. Oh, a goal! An equaliser in the closing stages. So back underway. One goal apiece here. Kerem Demirbay. Here's Icardi. Really good challenge. On the attack, as there to be late excitement. Might be a chance here. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Just knocked it out of there. And intercepted it. Well, they've given him too much space. Pulls it back. Crossing opportunity. And the electronic board delivers the news. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Little. Gives it a go. And did just enough defensively. Well, you just never know about chances near the end. You've got to be opportunistic. Will this corner do it? Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. They all know their roles. Must take the lead here. And they do. And with so little time left, that will surely be decisive. Astonishing drama.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors. So a personnel change then. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Still level here, but the pressure escalating. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. A chance perhaps. Just can't get it past him. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. Capo. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Good use of advantage. And no way to sugarcoat that one, Stuart.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
Here it is now, a substitution. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Well, you could see what he was trying, but too much height on the shot. Well, there's been a lot of speculation as regards this transfer and whether it would go ahead. It's finally been confirmed, Stuart.
Well, that's about £55 million. I would say it's a good deal for everyone, particularly the player, who can now show what a great talent he really is.
Badu Ndiaye. Mametiam. And using his strength to shield the ball. Plenty of running room in the wide position. Badu Ndiaye. They do pass the ball with authority. Easy meet for the goalkeeper. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Teammates available. Are they going to forge ahead? And still an opportunity. Now the counter-attack looks on.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
A good effective pressure high up the pitch. Mametiam. And in possession, Ndiaye. So much focus within the team and completely focused on winning the game now. They might be able to get in now. A good and fair challenge. Well, the attack looks promising. And let's give credit to the defending. Capo. Crucial piece of defending. Badu Ndiaye. Could be a chance to break here. Can they take advantage of the situation? It's there for him! And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. There has been plenty of limbering up from substitutes. And now both sides will make personnel switches. Well, this forthcoming corner might just do it. Could be their last chance to hit the front in the dying moments. Well, it was a crowded penalty area, but the keeper's done well to hold on to that. Wilfried Zaha. Little now. An effective challenge. And passing it through. Zaha. Now just the tackle that was needed. Now options are plenty. They're on the scent of a winner late in this game. And that is the final score here, and it ends in a draw. What do you think the visitors will feel about what? Good use of advantage. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. And he's fired over the corner. Well, the danger is still there. They were playing fluent football, but then the foul, and now you would anticipate a yellow card. Torreira. Little. Not a promising looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Batista Mendy. Meunier. Mendy. It's with Edin Visca. Enis Bardi. And return to Visca. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. Little. Tete. Well, we wondered if this deal was going to be done. In fact, it has now been done, Stuart.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Mendy. It's with Edin Visca. Meunier. It needs an accurate cross. Just needs to resolve the danger. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Time for a change then. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Good use of advantage by the referee. And the intention was to let the play flow, but no real advantage forthcoming, and now a free kick. Funtas. Now with Pepe. Well read to ease the pressure. Kerem Demirbay. Into the final 20 minutes. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? And they'll take efforts like that all day long. Demirbay. Can he convert? Well, he didn't miss by all that much.
Well, he struck it quite nicely, but the keeper was always in control of the situation. He knew that was going wide.
Icardi. Little. And defensive play to be applauded. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Well, the header at least made the goalkeeper think. And Galatasaray have it back now. Mauro Icardi here. Nicolas Pepe. Well, you can see how fiercely they're concentrating on finding a winner. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. So a personnel change then. And the post getting in the way. Managed to get it out of there. Here's Little now. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Oh, a really good save, and it remains all square.
Well, he's just saved his team from defeat here. It's a great save, I would say.
Played over. Ball back with Galatasaray now. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Junior Firpo. Well, sloppy in possession. Space afforded him. Still pushing for a winner. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Now the counter-attack looks on. Nicolas Pepe. Decides to shoot. Crucial piece of defending.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Wasn't a great piece of passing. Meunier. And with that, the referee brings this match to an end.
Lads? Don't get up, mate.
Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to. A lot on the line and the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. We'll have every kick of the ball for you live on EA TV. Hello and a warm welcome to one of the world's great football cities, Istanbul. My name is Derek Ray and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And we've got what we hope will be exciting league action coming up for you. It is Başakşehir facing Galatasaray.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
Well, I'm just a little worried. They might be too negative here. They're certainly going to be hard to break down with that five-man midfield, but will they have enough going the other way? I'm not sure.
And the starting 11 for Galatasaray. Fernando Muslera is the goalkeeper. Tanguy Ndombele plays alongside Kerem Demirbay in the centre of midfield. And the main striker is the Argentinian Mauro Icardi. And they kick off here. Came in. Icardi. Here's Ndombele. Here's Icardi. Promising attack this. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Deniz Turic. Well, for Galatasaray, they had a tough fixture last time out and could only manage a draw against Trabzonspor. How do you anticipate it going this time, Stuart?
Well, it wasn't a great game. No goals and not too many chances, which was disappointing for their fans. I think today we'll see a similar sort of mixed performance from them, and I'm expecting a similar result.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Well, based on the way the visitors defend with such authority and excellence, they're going to be very hard to break down, you just feel, Stuart.
Well, they've been so hard to break down this season, and key to that has been the centre-back combinations. They've looked so assured, they've been excellent right from the start.
Well, he's certainly not alone. Well, Galatasaray a bit wasteful in possession. Ndombele. Demirbay has it. Little now. Tete. Here's Icardi. Well-timed tackle. Olivier Kemen. Now, let's see what they can do here. And the ball's gone. Abade. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, he saved it well. And played short. Turky. Can they jump in front? Sends it back. And a decent save. Full credit. Who can they pick out? Under pressure to get it away. No-nonsense clearance. And Little. Ndombele. Here's Icardi. Excellent defending. Came in. On the ball, Deniz Turky. Turky. Now with Dubois. It did look on for them, but not to be. Not the best challenge, free kick. It comes to absolutely nothing. There's space for them here. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Wanted to keep it but couldn't. Plenty of support here. And reacting almost instinctively. Great defending. And Little. Kerem Demirbay. Icardi. The cross played over, and work to do defensively. Came in. On the ball, Deniz Turky. Now can they make something happen? Well, the keeper not thinking it through and using his strength to shield the ball. Ousseynou Ba. Ba. Jerome Opoku. Daniel Alexic. That's very effective, good high pressing. Abeid. Oh, the threat is there. Now, options are plenty, but timely defending when it mattered. Little. Good-looking sequence. Ndombele. And he takes on the shot. He's blocked it! And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Doesn't want to lose his cool here. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this. And they kick off here. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, he saved it well. And a decent save, full credit. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Aurier has lost the ball. Opoku. Abeid. Came in. Going well. Some of the fans are screaming, have a go. And defensive play to be applauded. The high press was on, and the chance is on. Oh, it's gone in! A derby goal, the first of the contest, electric. Kaan Ayhan. Reinildo. Beautiful pass. Icardi at the ready. A deft clearance. Well, here's a transfer story to pass along and a change of scenery in the offing, because I can tell you Lucas Torreira has completed his move to Chelsea.
Yes, it's an exciting move for him, and hopefully we'll now see the best of him. But he'll need to settle in quickly to win over the fans. The move suits everybody, I think.
And over comes the corner. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Defended it well. Kerem Demirbay. Can he find the right pass? Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
Olivier Kemen. An effective challenge. And a lot to like about this attack. Reinildo. And crossed in there. Well cleared away. They could level it. Well, it might still work out for them. Not smooth in possession. Leo Dubois. Kemen. Wilfried Zaha. A really good pass. Can't miss, surely. And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here.
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish. That's a good goal. Well, they needed that, and so did he. Just look at the manager's relief there.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Alexic. Olivier Kemen. Ba. Kemen. Leo Dubois. Denis Turic. Good-looking sequence. Physically strong and secure on the ball. And disappointing that it's gone out of play. So a personnel change then. Kerem Demirbay. Well, he's certainly not alone. Zaha, and whipped into the box. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Ambitious effort. Well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Stay onside, and that could have been a really big chance.
Olivier Kemen. Serdar Gürler. Opportunity in the wide area. They could pick out a teammate. Have no interest in losing possession. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Mertens. Could be dangerous. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Kerem Demirbay. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. And a throw coming up after a really fine piece of tackling. Excellent defending. Just 10 minutes to go. Kemen. Dubois. And blocked for now. this could be it. Oh dear, he's missed it.
Well, that would have put the game to bed. He had to score there. Will it prove costly?
And he stopped them in their tracks. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Really determined play to hang on to it. Galatasaray doing well to regain possession. And quick thinking defensively. So approaching the final whistle, and the visitors on course to lose narrowly here. Stuart, what have you made of it?
Well, if they want to get something from this game, they need to start getting the ball into the box that little bit quicker and get players attacking the ball. Otherwise, this game will just slip away from them.
And support available. Well, still time for them to level it. Well, advantage coming into play, and rightly so. Alexic. Nice looking pass. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Oh, surely! Oh, could you imagine a connection more pure than that? Simply out of this world! Yilmaz. Little now. And that is the end of the contest, and not a happy outcome as far as the visitors are concerned.
You're absolutely right, Derek. They really struggled to get to grips with the game.
And the contest begins. So many wonderful things to do here in Istanbul, and football watching is amongst them. Welcome to the home of Galatasaray. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we've got what we hope will be exciting league action coming up for you. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield would be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
And now they get the ball rolling. And the starting 11 for Galatasaray.
Well, although it's down as a 4-5-1, it's more likely to be 3 players in behind the main centre-forward. And those 3 are key to this team's creativity.
Kerem Demirbay. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Nice looking pass. Well, for Galatasaray, not the best of experiences last time out when they lost against Medipol Başakşehir. How might this one go, Stuart?
Well, they played their part in an entertaining game, but ultimately they weren't quite good enough. Today, I think they'll show far more quality in possession and play with a greater tempo. And if they can do that, they've got every chance of winning this game.
That's a good-looking ball. Zaha. Oh, he's done it! But hang on, offside is the verdict here. It's not going to stand.
Well, you can tell he thought he was onside here, but the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
What can he do with it now? But they took care of the situation defensively. Well, I'm sure his heart is beating extra quickly because it's his debut game today. Stuart, what should we expect to see from him?
Well, first and foremost, he's a good defender. He reads danger, he wins his aerial duels, and he organises those around him. He can also come out with the ball. He just needs a good start here.
Playing it in. Well, not away properly. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Wilfried Zaha. Abdulkadir Parmak. And a strong tackle. And he has options available. It's there for him. Well, he hit it with authority. Close. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? Aurier. Options in the centre. Happy to take on the shot. And no worries for the goalkeeper. Needed to be more accurate from the keeper. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Rivas. And Galatasaray come away with it. Little now. Beautiful pass. Top class defending. Nikola Maximovic. And this is Gulam. Rivas. Gulam. Good looking cross. And a simple clearance, a good one. And the timing was perfect. Ball one. Putting his body on the line. And players waiting in the centre. Well, that cross was more than acceptable, but they couldn't fire it home. And Little. And Zaha has it. Icardi. And a creative look about this. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Abujanya. Feeding it through. He might be able to make it through. He can't hold on to it. Well, thank goodness for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're calm now, but that initial save was absolutely magnificent.
Read it superbly to take back possession. And given acres of space to attack here. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Icardi. And Zaha has it. Untidy in possession. Abujanya. Carlos Strandberg. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Gulam. Oh, how about that for the last line of defence? Plenty of support here. Well, disappointing end to the move. Oh, nice ball over the top. Kerem Demirbay. Berkan Kutlu. Demirbay has it. Little now. Oh, getting the ball forward. Reynildo. And the snuffing out of the cross there. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Galatasaray will get the throw in. Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? Abujanya. And there it is, the half-time. And the match is underway. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. And possession given away. Abid. Good ball over the top. And a decent delivery. And the volley off the woodwork. It could have gone in. He was hoping it would go in.
Well, he hits it really well. It's a good connection, but it's not quite on target.
Tete. Here's Little now. The tackle completely mistimed, and you would expect a booking under the circumstances. Well cleared away. Demirbay. And a significant block following that cross. A lot of talk in the various sports blogs about Fulham and their new signing, and we can now say that it's official, Stuart.
Well, he's certainly got ability. A lot of clubs have been in for him, but now he needs to fulfil that potential. He might just have to be patient, though.
Now counter-attacking possibilities. Well, that's how to outwit your opponent. Really close, sweeping attacking play.
Well, they just couldn't finish off what would have been a great goal on the counter-attack.
Really closing him down. Carlos Strandberg. He read the situation defensively and did his job. How can he take them on and beat them? And space available inside. Well, an opportunity here for them to get their noses in front from the corner. Who can they pick out? Carlos Strandberg. Really getting stuck in. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Goulam. Aburjania. And an astute piece of defending. Little. Aburjania. Strandberg couldn't hang on to it. Kerem Demirbay. Little. Angles it back. Got to it easily, the keeper. Carlos Strandberg. Rivas. Played into the centre. Taking care of business defensively here. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Well, back and forth in terms of possession. Here's Little now. Aburjania. Abdul Kadir Parmak. Abid. And can they prize them open now? And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. They decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Oh, tremendous block. Well, very effective play in possession. Crossing opportunity. Not really the ideal clearance. And really tried to blast that one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off. Ryan Abid. And Galatasaray have it back now. Just 10 minutes to go. Here's Little now. He's showing good defensive judgment. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Promising pass. On the offensive, is there to be late excitement? Well, disappointing end to the move. This might be ideal for the counter. Zaha. Must score! Well, sometimes you need inspiration from your goalkeeper.
Well, he's pulled off a decent save here, but more importantly, they stay on level terms.
What an important piece of defending. Oh, he's lost possession. It was towards Icardi. Well, it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. What can they do from here? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Well, the attack grinds to a halt, offside. And they're making a change. Can they grab the lead late on? Blocking it! Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Can they use their pace? A chance to whip it in. Oh my goodness, you've really got to praise the defending. That was top-notch. Salam. Gives it a go. Determined defending. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. And there's the delivery. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front. And there goes the final whistle. It's gone. And there's the delivery. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front. So making the substitution now. Shown inside. That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. What a big breaking transfer story, and very happy to be able to share the news. Jonathan Tah has completed his move to the Bernabeu.
The reported figure of around £45 million seems to be a fair deal, but he'll certainly need to settle in quickly. There'll be a lot of pressure on him to hit the ground running.
Well, he took care of it defensively. Good pass. And now having a go. Well, not the end result he had in mind.
Well, we know he can hit them from that sort of range, but that was a poor effort in the end.
And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Okuchukwu Azubuike. Nicely timed tackle. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Zaha. Return to Icardi. Composed and patient passing. Will he finish? Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really. Kutlu. Demirbay has it. Demirbay. Looked as though there might be a threat, but not so in the end. Good defending. Kutlu. Tete. Icardi. Stopped a certain goal. And that's a long way from the cross they were looking for. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick. What about the opportunity from earlier? Let's have another look now, shall we? "20 minutes to go. Shelvey. Azubuike. Well, a good tackle. Mauro Icardi here. Intense pressure. Ball back with Galatasaray now. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. Can he do it from miles out? Oh dear. Well, that's not one that's going to linger long in the memory.
Well, he had a go there. Nothing wrong with that. But he's got that all wrong.
Now, who can he play it to? And the keeper flings himself at the ball. So the corner played into the box. Appeared to be in two minds. Nice ball to switch the point of attack. And no way to sugarcoat that one, Stuart.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
Well, they're certainly thinking about a winner. Oh, how about that for a tackle? promising out wide. And a good-looking ball. A deft clearance. Well, no stopping him. Shielding the ball superbly. Oh, but they've lost it now. And scope for them to produce something exciting. But quick thinking defensively. Icardi. Now with Demirbay. Reinildo. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up. And now both will rely on their respective benches. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Excellent vision. Shelby. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Well, the electronic board lets the fans know. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Good distribution. And playing it through. Oh, a goal! And is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up. Babajide Akintola. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Just can't get it past him. And that is going to be that. Well, a tail. This is the night both sets of supporters have been waiting for. Not long now until kick-off on match day 1 in the Champions League. Who will get off to a positive start with all 3 points? Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live on EA TV. Well, the Bosphorus is very much part of the story here in Istanbul, and we're on the European side of it at the home of Galatasaray. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And this is where it all starts in the UEFA Champions League, the group stage and match day 1. My goodness, so much to look forward to. It's Galatasaray facing FC Copenhagen.
Well, thanks, Derek. This is such an important game. Both sides will be desperate to start this group well. Let's hope we see some great football today.
And this confrontation is underway. And the starting 11 for Galatasaray. Fernando Muslera is the goalkeeper. Tanguy Ndombele plays with Kerem Demirbay in central midfield. And playing up front today, Mauro Icardi. This is the lineup for the... Now, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? So we have an early booking here to report, Stuart.
Yeah, and I think the referee's absolutely right. He's just making it clear to all the players out there, he's not going to take any messing about here.
It's a fierce effort! Well, a fraction wide, but he planted the seed of fear in the mind of the keeper, I think.
Well, that was an excellent strike. So close to being a really top-class free kick.
Lerager. Will it be? In it goes! An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating. So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Kerem Demirbay. Bardacci. Here's Icardi. Intercepted effortlessly. Well, match day 1 in the UEFA Champions League, always exhilarating. And as we look at the group, Stuart, what might we see in this section?
Well, you can't...
Oh, Stuart, a chance! Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again.
Just look at this again. The combination play in the top third of the field was so precise, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Victor Claesson. A creative look about this. Well, space for them here. A real opening now. Oh, magical piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. Such good reactions. It really is.
Who's going to get on the end of it? And clearing it away. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, as you can see, he gets there first, he makes good contact with the ball and finds the back of the net. That's a decent header.
And as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Larsson. Nice weight on the pass. Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Little now. That's a very fine piece of tackling. This could square the game, but the keeper has his say. And how important could that be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, that was a big chance, and really, he should have taken that. But let's give credit to the goalkeeper. It's a decent save.
And he takes on the shot. Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Who can they pick out? They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square. Kerem Demirbay. And Zaha has it. Lerager. Victor Claesson. Firing it in. Able to close down the shot. Ziyech. Lotomba. Claesson. Jordan Lotomba. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. Will he play it in? And the shot. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. And holding on to it at the second time of asking. And that is going to be a free kick. Well, it wasn't superb distribution by the keeper, that we can say. Kerem Demirbay. Here's Icardi. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Icardi. Great defending here. It did look on for them, but not to be. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Claesson. It's a perfect challenge. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Jordan Lotomba. And making his move inside. And the defensive intervention there. Little. Zaha. Reinildo. Cross-fired over. Not out of the woods yet. And a confident clearance. And held by the keeper at the second time of asking.
Well, he's just pulled off a great first save there. Now they can all calm down. Well, you can't argue with those stats, can you? They've had good chances at both ends. The game is being played with great intensity, and it's been a pleasure to watch.
An important challenge, but they must remain organised. Opportunity it is. Surely now. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, here it is. 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? Victor Claesson. Now, let's see what they can do here. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Ziyech. On to Demirbay. Has a go. Simple for the keeper. Claesson. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Strong play here to keep the ball, to wait for the support. And far from the ideal cross. Keeper's ball all the way. And with that, the first... Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Claesson. Well, possibilities inside the box. Timely intervention. Surely the equaliser. Kerem Demirbay. Little now. And the emphasis is on creativity. Mauro Icardi here. Genuine chance. Oh, keeper dealt with it. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Jordan Lotomba. Well, good run and good ball control. Well, disappointing end to the move. Icardi. This could be troublesome. And quick thinking defensively. He'll have a go here. Oh, at one point on its flight, it looked as though it might be going in.
Well, he wasn't afraid to have a go, was he? And you can see why. That was so close to being a great goal.
Little. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Being egged on by the crowd. Oh, chipping it. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Oh, a vital interception.
Well, had that gone in, they would be in complete control of this game. As it is, they're still going to be a bit nervy.
Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. And pressing from the front. El Yunusi. Falk. Plays it back. And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolding. Ndombele. Kerem Demirbay. Little. Icardi. Well, potential danger. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Andreas Cornelius. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. And over the touchline for what will be a Galatasaray throw. Reinildo. Tremendously strong in the tackle. There's 20 minutes remaining now. Cardi. Delightful pass. Really important tackle. And showing the importance of width. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. And he's through here. Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. Andreas Cornelius. Victor Claesson. And they know they need to stop him. And options in the centre. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. A move of promise. Is it going to end with them scoring the winning goal? Oh, disappointing clearance. Just 10 minutes to go. Teammates available. Feeding it through. Oh, a goal! And is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up. Kaan. Here's Ndombele. Derek Kaan. And Little. Giving it their all in search of an equaliser. Real chance. Late drama here. Level once more. Incredible scenes.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a brilliant turn to buy himself that bit of space. And then, of course, the finish. That's a great bit of play in the box.
And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. And the search goes on for a winner. Time is tight. And in a perfect position to cut it out. Elianusi. Not putting so much effort into winning back possession. Decent effort there.
Well, he has such good technique. He really did hit that well. He certainly came close there.
Victor Claesson. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. And there we have it. The referee says that will do it for this match. It was pretty even, and that has been reflected.